What is going on, guys? And as the title says, yes, it's official. I just passed my AZ900 Microsoft exam, and I'm absolutely just so relieved that I do not have to worry about taking this again, and I can start moving on to what is next. Who am I? My name is Johnny, and I'm an IT specialist. I know it's surprising, right? All the tattoos and everything. With over at least 8 to 10 years of experience, I've been working in IT for a long time, regarding technologies like 3D printers, electrical engineering, surveillance systems, basic tech support stuff. I've worked for a lot of major companies, and recently, for a while, I've actually been super motivated to get into the cloud side of things. I decided to get into Azure. I did dabble a little bit in AWS, where I did a little bit of configuration with EC2 instances and creating auto scaling groups and things like that. But after my own personal research and just playing around with both cloud platforms, I ended up deciding that I loved Azure way more. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The first time that I took the test, I failed. I failed by 2 points, and it was very disappointing. And I'm gonna just kind of give some advice and some pointers for anyone else that's gonna be taking it in the near future, so you know what to expect. So for me, whenever I took the AZ900 the first time and I failed, what ended up happening was I did a course on Udemy, but I didn't pay 100% attention because it was kind of like information overload, and I didn't really give myself enough time to study. And I thought that the Microsoft Learn path combined with that was going to be enough. And I went into the certification test, and it was nothing like the Microsoft Learning path. Literally, it seems like Microsoft purposely tries to trip you up with the questions that they ask you, and it honestly threw me off so bad to the point to where I knew I failed it. Once I got to the end, it was just I had to take the walk of shame out of the room. But I almost gave up, and I was like, you know what, screw Azure, I'm gonna go do AWS. But something inside told me, give yourself another 2 weeks and take your time and study. I can't list all my resources just off the top right now because I am tired. I just came back from the test right now, and then I went to the gym afterwards. But I will list my resources that I used in the description. I did use a combination of just asking ChatGPT to give me questions and answers from the concepts that Microsoft told me that I needed to study more, which I think I struggled with monitoring and services the most. And I also there's a content creator named John who did a video thread where he goes through all the AZ900 fundamental stuff, and that was really helpful. And then also there's another guy I'm gonna link in the chat as well, or in the description as well, who covers specific topics in depth, which is super helpful for me. It really helped me kind of get a grasp on the things that I really did not understand. What I highly recommend for anyone that is going to be taking the AZ900 is to look at all parts of what cloud concepts are for Azure fundamentals, right? And study what they are and how they can be implemented, because the test is not going to be testing how much you can memorize things. It's going to be testing you on, do you know the material to be able to apply it if you were going to be in that setting? Because a lot of the questions were not things that you can just memorize. You had to actually understand Azure. And it irritated me the first time I took the test, but whenever I went back today, I understood what was really going on. And I can tell you that when you go, take your time. Seriously, take your time, read through the questions, understand what it's really trying to ask you, because Microsoft does try to trip you up a little bit. And, I'm also making this video for anyone else who feels like they can't do it. Cloud computing is going to be very big, and it's going to keep growing. If you want to get into it, I highly recommend it. figure out which one you like, whether it's Azure, AWS, Google Cloud. I highly recommend either Azure or AWS, and figure out which path you want to go down. So for me, the next one that I'm going to be taking is probably the AI 900 because I'm interested in the AI. And then we'll see how things go after that. But yeah, so thank you to John, and I forgot the other guy, unfortunately, but I'll link his Udemy course in the chat. It was very helpful. So I'm super happy. I'm glad that I can just whew, it's over and I can move on to the next thing. But to anyone else that's going to be taking the AZ900, if I can do it, you can do it, and I believe in you. And welcome to the channel, and I hope you guys enjoy the journey. I'll be putting up a video every time I pass another certification, and I hope you guys have yourselves a great rest of your week. Much love.